Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment market so you can better understand what we see in the global landscape and also how we're currently positioned. We continue to see improving data points in the U.S. and also now Europe. For the first time in probably a year and a half to 2 years, you're seeing some slight turnaround and actually improvement in the growth of a lot of countries within Europe. Specifically, Germany had a really good print and reading, and at the end of the day, you're going to see Germany and all the other countries in the Eurozone come out of recession that they really had probably gone on for well over 2 years now. This is going to be an improvement not only for them, but of course for us. You're seeing improvement, of course, in the U.S. The ISM numbers that came out on the manufacturing and service sector over the last week or so have both been greatly improved. We're seeing GDP print that came out actually improved. So at the end of the day, I would not be shocked that we're at about a 2.5, maybe better GDP by year end. I think the second half of this year will be better than the first half. And I think ultimately what's going to happen with Ben Bernanke and team is they're going to start curtailing or reducing their bond buying purchases. We've talked about this before. We're not going to see them actually raise rates, but we're going to see them actually curtail how much bonds they're actually buying. What that's going to do now, because of the improvement in the economy we've seen just in the last month or so, simple. We're going to probably see rates slowly start moving up. Slow. But what that's going to do, if you have long-dated, intermediate, or even short-dated fixed income investments, it's going to cause them to have mediocre or downward performance. We've adjusted our income portions of our portfolio to extremely short durations. Effectively, we are floating rate funds for the income portions of our global tactical portfolios, meaning durations usually under 90 days. So if rates do go up, it'll have very little or no impact on the actual value, but we actually can get higher potential rates of return than on the interest side. So we're at the point now on the fixed income side where we're at maximum protection against interest rates, and I firmly believe the next 3 to 5 years we'll probably see another 1 to 2% interest rate increase over that time frame. Of course, a 2% increase in interest rates will cause an intermediate term bond investment to drop somewhere of at least 20+% in value. So again, one of the reasons we reduced our exposure in fixed income on the duration side is simply to protect principal, and as rates move up, we can get a little bit better rate of return or the interest that we're actually receiving. And our equity side, if I look at across the board on all of our portfolios, we're almost exclusively in U.S.-based markets. Small and mid-cap are our heaviest weightings. Simple reason, they've been relatively strongest. We continue to see improvements, of course, as I made a comment, in the U.S. economy. I continue to expect the second half of this year to be better than the first half of this year, not only in the U.S., but in Europe and also the emerging markets. We continue to see, though, the emerging market economy, equity markets, substantially lagging the U.S. markets year to date. In fact, a lot of the equity markets in the emerging market side are down 15-20% when you're seeing the exact opposite in the U.S. So we're avoiding emerging markets, but there will be a day where they'll start to come back a little bit, and we'll filter some of those back in our portfolio. If you have questions about your portfolio or you have any concerns, please call the office. If you're a client, of course, we always love getting your calls and your questions. Call us. If you're not a client or you have friends that want to become a client, we appreciate your business and your referrals. Make sure you have yourself an extremely profitable day. And of course, we do have a TV show tonight in Southwest Florida, and we also have a live radio show this Sunday from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern. Make sure you have yourself a safe and profitable week.